Hey. Dr. Doula here to add some value to your day and hopefully offer you a lifeline. And today I was thinking about thinking, feeling, and doing. Now that goes way back for me. Probably like 20 years. I would stumble upon things, and one of them was CB something, cognitive behavioral therapy. Now, like I've said before, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but I would get so interested. I don't remember the names of those individuals who really developed those practices and things like that. But there were all kinds of things. Somewhere in my mind, the whole notion of thinking, feeling, and doing just kept coming up. Even as I studied the heavens, there are literally things in the heavens that reflect thinking, feeling, and doing. There are planetary bodies that reflect thinking, feeling, and doing. Carl Jung and all these that we like to throw their names around, these different scientists and different people, they talk about things, but a lot of it is reflected in what God put in the heavens. Mercury, Venus, is Mars. Thinking, feeling, and doing. Whatever. I love how it always comes up. The connection, like in astrology, we call that your personal planets. So there are ideas that Creator might want you to remember about yourself in those personal planets by where they are, right? But the thinking and the feeling and the doing are so connected. And so I'm wondering, like I ask myself all the time, what are you spending your time, thinking, feeling, and doing? Because at some point it reflects in your world. I mentioned the other day, well, maybe I didn't. I was listening to someone talk about the Job effect and how we know the story of Job and all this, and he was a righteous man, and he was but all this happened and that happened, and this burned and this one died and all these things. But what did Job say? Job said, my greatest fears. The truth of the matter is, when we allow our thoughts to run amok, they like to begin to show themselves on the outside. Why? Because we are literal creators with Creator. Our lives, yes, they're things that we can't control. I didn't control who I was born to, the family I was born into, where I was born. But I do get some influence over how my life goes, what I do with that information. It's the reason why kids can be born in the same household, or even twins can be born in the same household, have the same parents, and be different. We come here with different packages, and then the way we interpret things can be different. There are some that no matter what happens, and we love these people, they seem like they're going through so much. It's like, wow, they go through so much so gracefully. Man, I don't know if I could do that if I had that ailment, if I had that situation. How are they so gracious? How are they so good about it? How is it happening like this and that and the other, right? Because it's what they're thinking, feeling, and doing. And those things are literally attached to each other. Thinking, feeling, and doing are not independent parts of our existence. The way we put our thoughts, where we put our minds, the mind that we choose to have, the mind and where we allow it to roam really does influence things. Now, our minds are not just based in what is now. Our minds are also influenced by the way we were raised. Some of us are naturally more afraid of something. Maybe we had a parents that just said these things can happen. And it really just stirred up some things in us. The way we think about things can be skewed, or the way that we think about things can be so like, la. People wonder how you even survive. And like, oh my God, you're so Pollyanna about it, honey. You got to do this. You got to close that. We have our way of thinking. What's really important is for us to think and focus our energy on thinking the way we want our lives to be, and not allowing ourselves to get caught in a place where the thoughts are just coming, going through things where the thoughts just come and we don't do anything about it. It's just like, hey, I was going through something, and I told my husband, I described it, I said, it's like I feel like I'm on a tennis court and there are literally tennis balls that are shooting from that machine. They go pum 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 pum. I was like, I feel like I am like tennis balls are coming at me. I don't have a tennis racket. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to defend it with. I'm just getting beat up by these tennis balls. And even if I run, it's like it's following me. Like, oh my gosh, what was it? Squid Games. Remember that? Oh. Where it's like it was tracking me, and I was just feeling like it was an onslaught of these thoughts. And I was like, I'm really trying to get a hold of this, but this is really challenging for me. Everything I literally told him, I said, everything that I ever feared, and I'm talking about childhood things, everything I feared, here it is. And I remember when I was able to go back to him and say, I have a tennis racket now. They're coming. The thoughts are coming because you can't keep them from coming. But now I take the tennis racket now I don't know how to play tennis. I don't even know if I've ever really picked up a tennis racket. But I was like, now, I'm in there now. And how am I dealing with these thoughts that are coming at me that once were assaulting me? Well, the way I'm dealing with them is I'm replacing these lies with truth. And why am I calling them lies? Because these things and these thoughts that are coming to you that assault you are how often, let me not make an assumption, most of us, if we have thoughts that come to us that make us feel good, we're not trying to get rid of those. The thoughts that come to us that bring terror to us, that torment us, are based in fear. There's even a passage that says fear has torment, but perfect love casts out all fear. And we know that perfection in love is the Most High's creator, is the all in all, that is the source of all. So here I am when I'm feeling this assault of thoughts that keep coming. They are based often in fear. They are based in what's not going to happen right in my life and what is not going to be so. It's based in all the things that are going to fall through, that are not going to work out for me. And they come and they come and they come. And they come as if it's a magnet that's drawing them to me. Just coming. How do you deal with those thoughts? You replace that fear, those attacks of the mind. And a lot of times we like to personalize and say, oh, that's the attack of the enemy. Let me tell you something. There's a reason why certain people have certain fears and others do not. And we can make it external if we want to. But if we look inside of us and say, what were my fears? What have I allowed to take up residence in me? We become much more powerful. When we're always running from some external entity, we're always running away from this thing. We're always trying to get away from this thing. When we live like that, we never are fully walking in our power. In the power that's in us. The power that we hold within ourselves. When these assaults, these lies, they come. Here they come. Whoa, I wasn't even expecting that. Where did that come from? Ow, ow, that hit me there. They keep coming. The way you combat that, my baby calling, I never do. The way we combat that is we combat it with the truth. We combat it with the truth. And if you know no other truth, you can know that you are loved, that you are always taken care of, that for any problem that comes in your life, there is a solution. There is always a way. But guess what? As long as I'm allowing these lies to twirl around about me, lies, as long as they get space and are able to hold themselves, lies, I'm so busy doing this, I can't even receive what the truth is. I can't even receive what love would be trying to get to me. We play with thoughts sometimes. We play with it because we don't understand how much we are shaping our own world based on the thoughts that we decide to hold. Everybody does not respond the same way to situations. Everyone does not. If there's another way I can respond to it, well, I don't know. If I do that, then that's like them getting off the hook. Do you want peace or not? A lot of times I just want peace. It's like, I don't like staying up in the middle of the night, and I don't like feeling my body tense up, and I don't like this or that. I love peace. I love being able to smile. I love having joy. And I am going to choose joy. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and act as if I haven't chosen other things at other times. It is our personal responsibility to look at the thoughts that we allow. They're going to come, but just pay attention to what you sit and hold on to. Because for some reason, it's so much easier, and I know why, but I'm not even going to talk about it here. It's so much easier to hold on to those dense, heavy, no one loves me, nobody's thinking about me, I'm here by myself thoughts than it is to say, that's a lot. But I know God's got my back. I know that I am not forsaken. I know that I am irrevocably loved and cared for. I know there is a solution to this. See, there's a different energy flow. One of them has your heart like able to move and flutter and flow, and the other one has you literally want to crawl up under something. And ultimately, at this point, if you're watching this, it's because you have some say-so over what you are holding in your mind. Our minds literally have to be renewed, because what we knew as a child is not always relevant now. Our minds have to be renewed, because when we know better, we do better. Our minds need to be renewed because we're always growing, we're always evolving, we're always figuring a little bit more out about life. Our minds are going to control and influence heavily how we feel. If I choose the densest, lowest thought about a thing, I'm going to feel that in my body. I'm going to feel the anxiety. If I'm attaching myself to that thought, I'm going to feel it, and it's going to affect the way I move and what I do. If a higher thought, if a thought that was based in truth, if I had chosen that one, let me tell you, see, and you just have to try it out. Just do it. I'm not telling you something I'm not practicing. When I'm practicing the higher thoughts and saying, no, that's not truth. That I don't even like the way it feels in my body to believe that. To believe that just means that I'm just left to, no, I don't like it. I don't want that. What do I believe? What do I believe? That I am loved. What do I believe? What do I believe? That I am cared for. That there is a solution to every situation I find myself in. And as I hold on to that, guess what happens? I'll move differently. Whereas I might have been under the covers feeling depressed and sad for myself in one instance, now I'm up here and it's like, I just feel like I want to go for a walk. I go for a walk, I run into this person. I go out for a drive and I see this person, and I see this sign, and I'm reminded of the goodness of the all that is, of the source of all, of the Most High. I'm reminded of the goodness. I'm not saying lie to yourself. I'm not saying just think happy thoughts. I'm saying choose. Because you have a choice. And watch the world with your powerful self. Watch the world around you begin to shift and change and flow. Watch your mouth. Your mouth is just reflecting what your thoughts already say. Watch what you're thinking. Watch what you let come out of your creative mouth. Sometimes just stop. Girl, say it. Just say it. No, that's not something I want to create. I don't want to see it in my world, so I'm not going to say it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to replace it up here with truth. Blessings. I hope you're having a magnificent day. Blessings, blessings, blessings to you as you choose those expanded thoughts, as you choose to walk in fully who you are. I pray that every one of your needs is met. I pray that you see Creator in a way that you never have, that you are wowed by the love that is shown to you, that you are convinced more and more and more every day with every decision that you make to choose, the higher they expand it, the more. And resist those things that are lies, that make you feel less than loved. As you choose, watch your world transform. Blessings. Blessings. Bye.